with Martin Efanshuku, aka Meta,
and Christy F.E. Emenari, aka Classy.
From Monday to Friday, from 7 a.m. to 9:30 a.m. on the morning drive. 103.5
Good morning and welcome to Abuja, the 103.5 FM newspaper headlines. Today, the 23rd day of January 2024. Today is Tuesday and the time is 2 minutes past the hour of 7. It's time for newspaper headlines on Abuja, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers. But before we do that, we are going for a short break. When we come back, we'll continue on the stories making the headlines. Please stay with us.
Do you know you have the right to quality broadcasting? The National Broadcasting Commission says any person, group of organization aggrieved by the content of a broadcast or the conduct of a broadcast station may lodge a complaint to the station and all right to the Director General, National Broadcasting Commission, number 20, Ibrahim Taiwo Street, Asokoro, Abuja, or send a mail via info@nbc.gov.ng. Please ensure that the complaint includes name of the broadcast station, title of the program, date and time of broadcast, and essence of the complaint. Also, remember to include your name, address, telephone number, email, and append your signature. Note that the complaint
You're welcome back to newspaper headlines on Ebona, the 103.5 FM. This morning, we are going to take you through the news, making the headlines on the Guardian newspaper, Leadership, Vanguard, Punch, Daily Post, The Sun, The Nation, This Day, and if time permits, we're also going to take a look at the Nigerian Tribune. Remember that you can become part of the conversation by sending your reactions via SMS or WhatsApp messages on 080-96661035. You can as well join us on Facebook as we're live at Ebona, the 103.5 FM. Drop your comment on the comment section of the live video. You can equally stream us online via mixlr.com/gistfm. I am Martin. Let's get started with the Guardian newspaper this morning. Varsities, hospitals in darkness as federal government's $105 million power project flops. Federal government empowers MSMEs, manufacturing sectors, with 200 billion naira to create more jobs. COWA commits to combating domestic violence in customs service. Federal government to fund student loan scheme from education tax. Rose Vivo falls Lagos ban on single-use plastics. Mixed reactions trail demolition at Enugu Centenary City. President sensitive to Nigeria's problems, says Christian Association of Nigeria. Civil society organizations in Rivers to sue Fubara if he works with Amaewhule-led assembly. Northern senators fought lopsided 2024 budget, relocation of CBN, FAAN offices. 50 civil society organizations raise concern over ASC revival. Kanu considers digitalization of ministries, departments, agencies, internet penetration. Enugu medical doctors set for indefinite strike over personnel shortfall. Others. Makinde presents a report on explosion to president. Tinubu directs student loan expansion to skill development. Kidnapping. Tinubu okays emergency procurement of tracking equipment. Obaseki to transition basic secondary schools in Edo to digital learning. Terrorism. Ali Kefi's allegation must not be ignored. Experts insist. Edo Varsity Vice Chancellor overstaying tenure. Group tells Obaseki. Minimum wage collective struggle, says Ajero. Disband INEC leadership. Human Rights Writers Association tells Tinubu. NAFDAC carries out tests. Okays local paracetamols. LASMA. LASAMBUS rescue accident victim in Lagos. Routine malaria vaccination begins in Africa today. Lagos Task Force raids hideouts, arrest 63 miscreants, recover weapons, constabularies, how not to reform, practice state policing for better security. Federal government approves more registries to facilitate marriages. Wife of University of Calabar Don accused of sexual abuse becomes Professor Naira extortion in Rivers. Rivers crisis. Court orders parties to maintain status quo. Navy intercepts bags of narcotics weighing over 2,500 kg. Supreme Court victory. UPU congratulates Oborowori, calls for support. Lagos shorts Okafa. Katangua markets over environmental infractions. IOM seeks $7.9 billion to help migrants. Ogun government allays residents concerned over rising debt profile. Tifi urge swift government action in Southern Taraba killings. Crisis looms as sacked Plateau lawmakers resume. Japa, Enugu to partner IOM to resettle returnee migrants. University of Ilorin expels students over sexual molestation, include skill development. Wike announces Tinubu's approval for emergency procurement of digital tracking tools to enhance security. Man bags 3 concurrent life imprisonment sentences for sexually assaulting his children. Lagos bans single-use plastic with immediate effect. Military upscaling, use of soft power in counter-insurgency operations. Chief of Defense Staff Oborowo renames Udi. Delta Permanent Secretary. Government House. Israel will deepen bilateral relations with Nigeria. Envoy Rose Vivor disagrees with Lagos over plastic ban. WAEC announces free mock exam for first CBT private WAEC. Lagos state government begins probe into Revolution Plus Properties alleged land scam. Governor Mufwang laws play to residents over prayers support. Kaduna Fire Service records 325 fire outbreaks, 12 deaths in 2023. Ajadi extols Chief of Staff Sagagi's exceptional public service in Kano State. British firm to assist Nigerian leaders in optimizing remote workforce. Southeast prepaid meter upgrade EEDC set to commence TID rollover in February. Excitement as lawmaker purchases admission forms, pledges sponsorship of 240 NTI students. Others. Lagos sales Okafa. Katangua markets overfilled. Average price of 5 kg cooking gas stood at 4,962.87 naira in December 2023. MBS Ibadan Prince donates relief materials to victims of Tuesday's explosion. That's the much we can take from the Guardian newspaper this morning. And from the Guardian newspaper, we'll flip over to Leadership newspaper. Ogun introduces solar-powered street lights, while we established Umar Care Initiative, NSCIA. Abike Dabiri Erewa hails two Nigerian diasporans for achievements in UK, US. BUA CEO Samad overtakes Adenuga as Nigeria's second richest person. Coronation Merchant Ondo election, no automatic ticket for Ayedatiwa APC. Court verdict voiding MBC finding powers will enhance free press, democracy. Atiku. Buhari's administration took Nigeria 50 years backwards. Clark. That's the much we can take from the leadership newspaper this morning. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the leadership newspaper, we'll flip over to Vanguard newspaper. Rumpus over relocation of federal agencies to Lagos. Mother 30 arrested in Ogun for drowning 5-month-old baby. Japa 350 Enugu indigents returned from Libya. Niger orders IOM. Oshemule's audacity of impunity. Rivers Christ Ibadan explosion. We picked up body parts from rebels. Emergency Operations Center. Rivers budget. Confusion over conflicting court or APC aspirants absent at meeting with Ayedatiwa. Road crashes reduced by land grabber Ibile. Bayelsa communities panic over Shell's alleged gas play plan. Federal government lists conditions for student loan applicants. PDP suspends Kogi chair over alleged 19 million naira fraud. Mohbad father drags prime boy orders before corona. Arewa youths threaten protest over CBN. FAAN relocation to Lagos. Makinde presents explosion report. Motorists violating zebra crossing risk 20,000 naira fine. Lasma. Akeredolu for burial February 23rd, says family. Feeding program resumes in Osun school after poisoning incident. Liberia's president suffers exhaustion during swearing in. Lead city varsity get deputy registrar. Supreme Court has released Delta opens environment court. Delta opens environment. Federal government inaugurates WACOT grower scheme. Bronuto reopen grazing routes over farmer headers clashes. Kredoru to be buried February 23rd. Merging ministries will lead to non-performance. Tinubu large cabinet. Student loan scheme to include skill acquisition program. Tinubu fund student loan scheme through education tax. Liberia new president. Bokai fails to end inauguration speech. And that's the much we can take from the Punch newspaper this morning. From the Punch newspaper, we'll flip over to Daily Post newspaper. Local government chairman arrested over alleged attempt to assassinate Benue Speaker, Doja. Local government chairman arrested over alleged attempt to assassinate Benue Speaker, Dajo. Japa. Enugu government resettle 300 returnees, irregular migrants, others. Niger state government urged to repair borehole pumps in correctional services. Tinubu gives fresh directives on student loan. We will fix Nigeria. Tinubu tells Christian Association of Nigerian Leadership. Tinubu, a listening president, sensitive to challenges facing Nigerians. Christian Association of Nigeria. Ibadan explosion. Nigerian government moves to end illegal mining. We will not tolerate internal corruption. ICPC chairman wants staff. Nigerian security civil defense under control. Ogun state government. Gombe. Governor Yahaya meets defense ministers on Monday. Still on the stories making the headlines on Nigerian newspapers this morning from the Daily Post News 24, but George, Middle Belt insecurity. Ibadan for victims underway. Federal government. 5,000 Nigerians on illegal detention kill father of 16, abduct 21 in 9. The Wayne College student, Oromumi Jr. for burial January 27. Judgment control of inland waterways. Rivers Assembly crisis. Court orders parties. Assembly crisis. Court orders parties to maintain status quo. Poultry farmers decry high feed costs. From the Sun newspaper this morning.